Alright, this saw runs better than that saw, and it's lighter. But this saw, for some reason, isn't oiling as well as it should be. So I took apart where the chain mounts. Alright, I think I found the problem. And the problem that I found is common on chainsaws. Like, let's say you have a chainsaw and you put it in its case or in your pickup truck or wherever. You put it down in your shed, and when you use it, you pick it up. There's a whole bunch of oil, bar oil on the bottom. The issue is a very, very common issue. Oh boy, my back is killing me. If you look at where, all right, that hose right there comes from the bar oil reservoir. That hose is known to pop out, and guess what? Look at that. So the oil isn't going where it's supposed to. There's a pump in here. All right, as the engine's running, you're sending a little bit of oil. I think it's supposed to be when you gas it, or it could just be when the engine's just running. I don't remember, but either way, oil is only supposed to be flowing when the engine is when you're doing work, basically. All right, when you got the saw just sitting, oil isn't supposed to just be flowing. But this right here, this is a very, very common issue. It's like a grommet fitting. It's just pushed in, and they come out over time. All right, so I'm gonna push that back in and try to find a way to wedge it in. I didn't even have to take the saw this far apart to fix this. It's just I didn't know how this one was set up. Some of them are set up different than others. But anyway, that's the problem. So I'm gonna try to fix that. All right, to prevent that hose from coming out again, I took my drill and I drilled a hole in the plastic right here and right here. Then I fed a zip tie through. So the zip tie comes in here, goes behind the tubing where it connects. This is where it always falls out on most doggone chainsaws. And then it comes out the other hole, it loops around. Then I'm about to stick it in there, zip tie. There it is. So the zip tie is behind the tubing, and that should keep it in, keep it from falling out. All right, just finished putting it back together. That's all the crap that came out from all the crevices. No spare parts, meaning everything that came out of the saw, screws and everything, went right back in. It needs a new fuel cap, and it needs a new bar oil reservoir cap. But as far as it's leaking from the bottom, it's not doing it anymore. So once I push the tube back in, secured it with the zip tie, the leaking is done. So I'm not wasting bar oil anymore. Well, I'm not wasting bar oil, and I'm not burning up the doggone bars. You can see where this bar was overheated right there because it wasn't getting oil properly. So this should fix that. Well, you do that preferably on cardboard to see how the bar is oiling. But you saw when I gave it some juice, that's the oil that's shooting off of the chain. So the chain is being oiled properly. Oh, that's loose. I need to tighten that up. Yeah, but you can see the oil in the links. That's much better than it was. All right, so I'm gonna tighten up the chain, and this is, well, tighten up the chain, tools away, clean this up, and this is done. And there they are, ready for tomorrow. I think tomorrow I'm gonna run the steel. Those are some small things that I'm cutting.